my god, it takes me like 8 minutes to actually prepare this. Alright, so yeah, welcome to my stream. I'm sure Nakano. Yo, wait, what was my intro? Holy shit, forgot. I have a new intro. Hang on. Is it good evening or good night? Okay. Where's my OBS? Oh my god. There it is. Hang on, let me adjust my OBS. Yeah, good evening everybody. This is Shun Nakano, your friendly magic shop item owner that is here to brighten your day. Wait, I'm still not used to it. Should I say your magic store owner or a magic store owner? Maybe a magic store owner is, more natural, I guess. A magic store owner that is here to charm? Eh, no, not charm. What's the word you say to make someone's day better? I don't think it is to charm. Magic store owner that's bewitched. Bewitched, huh? Wait, I think bewitched is not the right word. Like, is that something witch do, not a magic store owner? Magic store owner that's here to brighten your day. Okay, at least that's a start. Magic store owner that's here to brighten your day. Now we're going to solve this time traveling case. Why is it 10:15 already? Have I talked to you? Yes, I have. Have I examined this place? Yes, I have. Skin just told me that. What is this? I haven't checked this one. It's a hot air balloon, a symbol of humanity's ambition to take to the skies. It's kind of a romantic notion, don't you think? Yeah. But I just noticed that it doesn't seem to be tied up to the ceiling all that well. I'm sure it's fine. Please don't let it fall on my head. What about this? A model airplane, the perfect decoration for an airline company wedding. In a popular plane like this, it lends the room a great old-timey feel. Oh, I'd love to see a still samurai fly a plane like this. Do they still air, huh? Does the still samurai still air, huh? Can you picture it? The still samurai zipping through the clouds over near old Tokyo. If Rocket Aviation ever becomes a sponsor of the show, I could see it happening. Why didn't I think of that? I think I could suggest the idea to them later. Please, at least wait until after the trial is over. Hmm. Just that it's on. Alan's pendant. Alan's statement. So suspicious the body on the Vista deck. Marcos and Chapel. Okay, this is the Vista deck. Those is always in the air on the flying chapel. The only wedding venue sure to make your dreams take flight. After the ceremony out on the Vista deck, Spark Aviation's Majesty Pegamoo mascots will line up the happy couple from both sides of the sweetheart table. Why is the mascot a Pegamoo? Grab airline when convenient, then send her off from the Vista deck. Are you kidding me? Isn't this the murder plan? But somehow the victim is here. Can I move somewhere? Eh? Wait, I thought I could move to someplace new. Hang on. What's my to-do list? Just at the sorry, where did he go? I thought he went to the Vista, but there's no option to go to the Vista deck. Eh? Should I examine? Shut up, girl. Where to go? Oh, what is it? Get a load of that huge set of doors. I bet also things come and go through here. Like an elephant. Why an elephant all of a sudden, Maya? Can you start something small? I'm pretty sure it's just the bride and groom. This is a banquet hall, not a circus. I wonder what this partition is for. I imagine people like the reception staff or entertainers use it. They probably wait behind it when they're on standby. I see. With a partition this size, I bet they could even fit an elephant back there. Again, Maya, what's with the elephant? Not that anyone sane would. Oh, I'm gonna examine this. It's a fog machine for the reception. Pretty cool, huh? Don't you dare touch it! Aww, spoil sport. That's because I know how you operate. That's my big partition screen. Industrial size even. I bet it caused an industrial size mess if it fell over. Maya, don't. That's why you're not allowed to touch it, Maya. Aye. I sneezed all of a sudden, oh my god. Didn't even feel the want to sneeze. Well, then who's going to test how stable it is? Not you. Just leave it alone, please. How do I get to the Vista deck? Sorted was here, right? You know, the groom. Wait, it's not the way. It says chase after Sorted. Where did he go? I thought he went to the Vista deck. You cannot go to the Vista deck somehow. Molding maybe? Oh, it is. September 21st, Sprocket Farm. Oh, that's him. There he is. Excuse me, could we talk to you? He's too busy playing with his toy airplane. Excuse me, do you mind if I ask what you're doing? It seems like he does. You know, the fan is not pointing this direction. He sure is riding up a storm. It is possible. If an enormous change in mass could be detected, then theoretically matter could retain its form even closer to the event horizon. Well, let's just see what he has to say about Alan. Did you just talk about the black hole? Hmm? Excuse me, but we'll be representing Alan in court tomorrow. So could we ask you about the case? He made that one-handed. Ow! What the? Not interested? Not interested? How can you say something like that? This is about your fiance. She's under arrest, you know. The diameter of the airship, the amount of energy necessary to move matter compared to that amount of mass is off in his own little world. I can't believe he said he was not interested in talking about his own bride's arrest. We just have to talk on his level then, with something he might be interested in. So I have to present something. Timekeeper. What are you showing me that for? Mr. Sprocket! You can't read him at all. Not even with an item as loaded with sentiments as this. Ah, I thought it disappeared. Maybe this? Could you take a look at this? Is that Ellen's? Ellen told us that she traveled through time during the incident. She said it happened after she made a wish on this pendant. You mean to say you two are Ellen's lawyers? Yes, I just told you that a minute ago. Sorry, I was lost in thought. He wasn't even listening. Oh boy. It's not at all what I expected, based on Ellen's gushing testimonial anyway. Well, we can talk now. We'd like to ask you about Ellen's case, if you don't mind. I don't know anything about it, so why don't you go ask the police? In other words, I'm not interested. This guy is the worst. Now I feel sorry for poor Ellen. In that case, can I ask you about how Ellen traveled through time? Go on. Now he's talking. Can't I get your attention? So, is time travel really even possible? Yes, it is possible. Alrighty then. At the same time, it is also impossible. The pendant I give Ellen is not supposed to operate as a time machine by itself. What do you mean? The timekeeper, that clock we had displayed in the reception hall. That is the body of the time machine. The pendant is simply a part. That clock was the murder weapon, wasn't it? But it's a time machine too. What Ellen experienced is akin to traveling down a road by car key. Physically and metaphysically, it should be impossible. Unless, maybe the quantum system. missing him again. Maybe better ask him some more about the time machine. Nice, because I sneezed a minute ago. So, you've been researching time travel, have you? Moving through the space-time continuum would be man's ultimate means of travel. Time travel as a mode of transportation. Since the dawn of time, man has developed multifarious methods of transportation. Horses, steam engines, gas engines, airplanes, spaceships. But they are all fundamentally similar in that they constitute three-dimensional movement. Travel through the space-time continuum would shift mankind into a new paradigm. I don't know, Nick, but I'm getting awfully sleepy all of a sudden. For generations, sprocket aviation has advanced the development of transportation. Therefore, it's only natural that I would research time travel as man's next great leap. Oh, is he done? So what exactly does all that stuff you're saying mean, Nick? Basically, he wants to innovate about traveling. Well, basically, it's like taking a hamburger joint and adding a drive-through to it, I guess. Oh, I get it. It's the same burger, but with a quicker and more efficient delivery system. She speaks burgers. So what Sony really wants to do is launch humanity into the future, not launch Maya. Launch, not launch. But do you really believe that time travel is possible? It only becomes truly impossible when man stops daring to believe. Besides, time travelers do exist, you know. But you wouldn't understand. Did you hear that, Nick? Time travelers really do exist. All I know is Soren isn't the easiest guy to wrap your head around. Oh, I don't know. I kinda like the way he talks. It's full of hope for the future. He's more passionate than I thought too, when it comes to inventions anyway. Yeah, his apparent lack of concern for Ellen is troubling though. So, I hear that the rest of the Sprocket family was opposed to your marriage. What are your thoughts on that? Let me guess, not interested. Master Sorted. And who are you? It is time for the meeting on next term's project. What is this? Daydreaming about your inventions again? Why's your design looks like you're kinda like a villain? You're like someone who would crash out at court. Tut tut, you are the future president. You must consider the business side too. That robot moves. It is I. I found Soren. Send the car over at once. I'm not interested. Oh, Master Soren. You do give me quite a headache at times. In any case, your attendant is waiting. Please go to him now. Excuse me, but who are you? Oh, where are my manners? My name is Pierce Nicody. Please call me Pierce. Pierce, alright. What's that noise? Is that outside? Hang on, let me check. Tanda. Hello, I better try them sin. Right, so it seems like my neighbor has some kind of construction project, renovation project or something, so yeah, that was his machine. I am the Sprocket family butler. And Nick, a butler! I didn't know they actually still existed. I thought they were just on TV and stuff. And who might you be, if you don't mind my asking? Oh, I'm finished right. Alan Wyatt's lawyer. And I'm his assistant, Maya Fay. I'm a spirit medium. Oh, so it is you. I am most grateful to you for taking on Miss Allen's defense. You have my sincerest thanks. But don't mention it. So hey, speaking of the case... Oh, one moment, please. Wow, what a beautiful pocket watch. Oh, this is just a bit of a good luck charm. That's one expensive good luck charm. But I guess it makes sense. Knowing the time is pretty important in this line of work. So I guess that pocket watch is as important to him as my Tony's badge is to me. There is a little time before I must attend to Master Sorin again. Why not come to Sprocket Manor? Huh? You mean to Sorin's home? As a token of appreciation for taking on Miss Allen's defense, I would like to serve you some delicious tea and refreshments. Oh boy, Nick! A fancy high society tea party! With high class snacks and everything! And what about the investigation? Are you kidding? What better place to investigate next than Soren's house? I don't know. Do you really think his house is going to give us any new leads? Of course it will! I say we take the butler up on this kind offer and go to Soren's place. Alright, you win. We know you just want to see what you win. Very good. To Sprocket Manor then. There's a man and two other people here. I'm sorry. Wow, this place does not disappoint. Ooh, I'm so excited. Whoa, slow down, Maya. The mansion isn't going anywhere. Now then, we won't have to worry about anyone untoward eavesdropping here. I take it you wanted to ask me some questions. Huh? That's why you invited us here? I'm sorry to have tricked you like this, but this is a murder after all. I couldn't talk openly about it in public and risk sullying this Rocket family's reputation. Ah, and I was really looking forward to all these fancy snacks too. There, Maya, don't cry. This cute guy is one shrewd man. Hey Nick, look at that cute vintage radio. Radio? Oh, that thing under there. Oh, that thing over there, under the stuffed bull's head. I'm gonna take a closer look. Maya! I thought so you just settle down. I'm sorry. Not to worry. What the hell? Wow, that little mech fixed it right up. I am not only the butler, but I'm also Sprocket Aviation's repair department director. One might say that patching things up is my specialty. That was incredible! What is a little doohickey on your shoulder anyway? It's my FXR UPR shoulder mech. Master Soren made it for me. It has too many features and functions to effectively enumerate at the moment though. That's so cool. I wish I had one of those. Fixing things is a simple matter, but fixing people is a different matter. Even a skilled physician can't bring back the dead. Oh, but forgive me. I seem to have gotten sidetracked. You must be in shock over Mr. Gloomsbury death. Still, I do need to ask him some questions about the case. I should take a look around and see what I can find out while I'm here too. First, talk about the incident. About the incident Miss Ellen was arrested for. Do you think she did it? Well, I can't prove it yet, but no, I don't think she could have done it. I guess you could call it a gut feeling. What's he doing? I see. I guess we have different opinions then. Do we now? The prosecution says that when Gloomsbury attacked Miss Allen, she fought back and ended up killing him. I agree with his perspective. Or rather, that is the consensus of the entire Sprocket family. Even so, I heard an interesting story from Chief Prosecutor Ashworth. I heard that the Sprocket family had tried to pressure the prosecutor's office into appearing in this case. I fear you are mistaken. All we sought was merely a legal consultation. Besides, none of it matters now, as she is no longer a part of this family. What do you mean? Fortunately for us, they had yet to get their marriage license before holding the banquet. Ah. So basically, once they realized they couldn't sway the prosecution, they cut her loose. I realized how callous I must sound, but my duty is to protect the Sprocket family, and more specifically, Sprocket Aviation's future and Master Soren, whose genius is essential to the company. I will do anything to achieve that goal. That is my job as a Sprocket family butler. You know, I think Pierce and Mr. Ashworth would get along really well, don't you think? Yeah, I could easily picture Ashworth with the butler. Oh, and by the way, I suppose I should tell you about this as well. It's about when the members of the extended family and I discovered the crime. You discovered it? Um, did Ellen say anything to you about traveling through time? She must have been delirious. There's no need to take such a claim seriously. So himself said that time travel was possible though. Master Solid said that. It sounds like he's so stuck in the past. What do you mean? What happened in the past? He's psychologically stuck, I take it. Oh, what's this? Excuse me. What is it? I see. I believe I told you the madam will be having milk tea. Still, have lemon slices at the ready, just in case. You must not disappoint her, understand? You sure are busy. All in a day's work. Still, we really did it with a sword and start focusing. Oh, space. Still, we really do need Master Soren to start focusing on the business side of things soon. Could you tell us about that thing you mentioned about Soren's past? There is something in Master Soren's past that he wishes he could change. Please forgive me. This isn't something I should be sharing with strangers. Now that I want to know what Soren's still hung up on. Discovered in the crime. It was sometime after the reception. Some of the master's relatives and I went out one afternoon to the office. Went to clean up the reception hall, and that is when we saw it. A woman standing in front of the victim with a bloody murder weapon in her hand. A woman. It was none other than Miss Allen. But Pierce, it wasn't what it looked like. That's right, she just happened to find the body. I do not know what Miss Allen had told you, but what we witnessed was unmistakably the moment immediately checked after the initial vision. Was as the moment immediately after the deed had been committed. And that is what I told the police who came in response to my call. I see. So Pierce was the one who reported it to the police. And there's something on the floor. Excuse me, but there's a car here on the floor. Well, look at that. It's Flying Chapel, a key card. The Flying Chapel? What others in the Flying Chapel requires a key card in my ass? Most way I just want to consider. Such as the staff room and the hall, which is full of machinery. Adventure files. Most areas you want to get public out of, staff room in the hole. So you can enter this area without the key card. That's right. This one here belongs to Alan. Alan? Wait, what's Alan's key card doing here? She doesn't come back here after the incident occurred. I don't believe so. And she was arrested by the police straight away this morning. I don't know. Let's say first. Although there was a strange man with a gaudy jacket in here earlier. Is that man wearing a beret by any chance? Yes, he was, as a matter of fact. He was also wearing sunglasses and a fake mustache. Valley! I knew it. The only question is, what was he doing here? Cannot find another maid. Sad. Hey Nick, now here's a real lady. Who's that? She looks smart as a whip, doesn't she? I wonder who she is. We didn't see her on the airship. Sawyer's mother, it must be. That is Selena's pocket. Sawyer's elder sister. Ah, elder sister. Beautiful and capable. She was a great lady. Sawyer's sister. I think I see the resemblance. Maybe I should post this photo later and ask him about her. I guess I was taken to some kind of office. Nick, look at that airplane propeller up there going round and round. I see they've got an aviation theme going on. Makes sense for an airline family. I wonder if it doubles as a fan. Oh, what if the rest of the plane were on the other side of that wall? And the wall would open up so the plane could take off in an emergency. How cool would that be? If that's what's behind the propeller wall, then what's behind the pole wall across the way? Oh, I know. Maybe it's the rest of him. That must be where the Sparkers get their milk. FedEx, please. Nick. First of all, that's a beef cow. And second, bulls don't make milk. Oh, right. That's what I get for trying to play along. Wait, what is this? Oh, are those pictures of the wedding reception? Yes, I took them with my trusty camera here. Do you mind if I look at that photo? Be my guest. Take as long of a look as you like. Hang on, have we saved the game? Oh, we have. Oh, it's starting. Well, what do you think of this gorgeous dreamscape? Ah, this is the fog machine. The fog from the fog machine. Okay, nothing's weird. Thick fog billows across the room, making it look like as if the couple were walking on clouds. Wow, look at how beautiful Ellen is here. She looks a little nervous though. She does, doesn't she? Hey look, there's Pierce. Really? Where? Right there, behind the sweetheart table. Yeah, you're right. Everybody was there attending to the happy couple the whole dinner. So, what do you think, Nick? Does anything in this photo stick out at you? No, not at the moment anyway. Ha! Without a certain edit to the record. Hey Nick, if Alan really did travel back in time, do you think this photo is of the second reception? You know, after the time jump? I wonder. Excuse me, sir? Yes, can I help you? Alan told us she traveled back in time. Well, you happen to know anything about that? Oh, no, I haven't the foggiest idea what you're talking about. He climbed up faster than a clam. So, he knew something. Oh, the flower? The bouquet. Oh, it was the bridal bouquet. Hey Nick, how about I throw it and you try to catch it? That is not how it works, Maya. Why me? Just because. I bet you look at ladies floating around trying to grab it. But doesn't tradition dictate that it's the ladies that go after the bouquet? Really? I don't think anybody ever says that. Who cares? Just catch it. Here. Ow. Hey, you threw that right at my face. Oh, you don't want to catch that bouquet? Trust me. Why not? They say it's bad luck to catch the bouquet of a marriage that doesn't last. Oh. But I already caught it. Whoops. Too late now, huh, Nick? You throw it at me. Don't you dare touch that radio again. It is an expensive antique. What are you worried about? If it breaks again, Pierce will just fix it up again. I really hope he's nice enough to waive the repair bill. The ball. A ball. Come to think of it, there was a bull logo on the side of the flying chapel too. The president of the company must have a thing for cattle. The bull is a symbol of Sprocket Aviation. Why is an aviation symbol a bull? To be as strong and steady as a bull. That's the company creed, you know. Probably for all the backbreaking labor they put the employees through. By the way, that full logo on the flying chapel, the one with the rainbow wings, his name is Rainy the Rainbow. Get it? I get it. He's a rainbow colored bull, so he's a rainbow. What a memorable name, huh, Nick? Yeah, for the lameness of the fun. Is that all? Nothing on the second floor. Wait. I guess that is really all. Alright, that is all then. Is there something strange in this picture, huh? I don't see anything strange. I want to present. Okay, it's really nice, nice looking office, you know that. There's also that watch. Yes, the woman in this photo is Soren's older sister, Selena, right? I don't think we've met her yet. Yes, about that. He seems hesitant all of a sudden. Have a drink. If you wouldn't mind, could you tell us about her? Alright, very well. She's a big part of Master Soren's past, after all. Soren's past? What is this thing about his past? Master Soren will become the next president of Sprocket Aviation. However, that wasn't always so. Miss Selena Sprocket, Master Soren's elder sister, was next in line. So wasn't she becoming the next president? Because she died in a car accident. Car accident? What? I had no idea. Actually, Mr. Soren was also in the car with her at the time of the accident. He was. Losing the sister he loved right before his eyes devastated him. Ever since then, he has buried himself in his research on time machines. He also became a quiet and meticulous, almost compulsive note-taker around then. He seems so stiff and robotic. I had no idea he was carrying all that around inside him. Master Soren has abandoned the company business and spends all his time on inventions. As the family butler, I am truly concerned. I believe it is high time he let go of the past. Hey Nick, what are you doing here? Who's that? What are you doing here? I should be the one asking the question, Larry. Why is he here? Larry? Oh man, Angie gave me a heck of a hard time. Larry, what are you doing here? I came to promote my new character, Kipiglet. I was hoping Sprocket Aviation would do some kind of tie-in with me for it. Wow, I didn't know Larry was such an aggressive businessman. You could learn a thing or two from him, Nick. Why don't you promote your agency to them? Now's not exactly the time for that, in case you haven't noticed. See? And this is why you'll never be rich. Actually, Larry, I've been meaning to ask you something. You were there in the flying chapel yesterday, right? Huh? Was I? What were you doing there? Nothing. Whatever it was, I bet it wasn't anything to be proud of. But never mind that. Did you see anything that had to do with the case? Scratch that. Let's start with, you weren't involved in this case, were you? The question is getting even more deeper. Larry? He ran away! Hey, he took off! I just knew it. When something smells, it's usually the buds. Come on, Maya, after him! Oh, are you leaving so soon? We have to run. Thank you for making time for us. I know you have to investigate, but please try to spare the family's feelings as you do. Yes, of course. Larry, where did you go? Huh? Morning dog, perhaps? Yes, he's here. There he is. Hey, Larry! Hey there, friend. Fancy meeting you here. There's nothing fancy about it. All we did was follow you. So tell me, Larry, why did you run away like that? Huh? Me? I don't know what you're talking about. A bolt of inspiration from my new picture book hit me, and I had to run, is all. It was like a chippy fanny, you dig? No. Right. You're just going to keep on playing dumb, isn't he, Nick? Let's talk. What you saw on the airship? Come on, Riley. I know you were on that airship. So what did you see? I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything because I was never on the stupid airship. Oh my god, this guy. Two? I thought it was only one. Cyclops. You said something? The spirit of this Magatama allows me to see these mystical locks that appear when someone's trying to hide something from me. They're called Cyclops, and when I see them, I'm so represent Magatama, I try my hand at breaking at them. If I can unlock them, I'm sure to finally get a straight answer out of him. Ah. Oh, lady. Hang on. Let me check something on my browser first. Alright, alright. Let's do this. Oh, Larry's hiding. This is not time for games, Larry. I will find out what you're hiding. I'm telling you, Nick, you got it all wrong. I've got nothing to do with this case whatsoever. I doubt that. Oh, come on, Larry. Even a baby could see through such a blatant and obvious lie. Nothing whatsoever, huh? If you weren't involved, Larry, then you wouldn't have been involved with this person. Who? Alan! You're the one who brought her to me. You're the one who brought Alan to my office in the first place. And all those cops, nothing to do with the kids whatsoever. Isn't gonna cut it this time, Larry. If you have to lie, at least do a better job of it. Hurrah! Don't test me, Nick! If you're so convinced I'm lying, then let me ask you this. What makes you think I was on that stupid old A ship anyway? Let me see some proof if you got any. Doubling down, are you? Fine. Don't realize when you're on that airship. Found this suspicious looking business card. Uh-oh. Why is that your first reaction, eh? Huh? You just uh-oh that. Yeah, forgot how to turn on the right spoken. This is a Princess Card wallet, isn't it, Larry? I found it in the reception hall. God! Time to come clean, Larry Buds. What exactly are you hiding? Ah! Alright, fine, you got me. I told you everything. Noxus Expo. It's not hot. It's just Larry. Alright, Larry, what did you see on the airship? Larry, what were you doing with that airship anyway? Well, I went there to deliver the welcome to our wedding sign they ordered from me. They ordered that from you? You do that kind of job, huh? Huh. I didn't know you took on real jobs like that too. Wow, for your information, my wedding welcome signs are very popular on the net. And that's how you met Ellen? Uh-huh. I mean, I seen her in the photo for the welcome sign, but seeing her in person, the way she smiled at me and said, "Thank you." I felt like I had been hit by lightning. Please, lightning, do your job. The real lightning, please, do your job. And that's when you fell in love with somebody else's bride, huh? So, were you invited to the reception? Can you believe they told me only family and relatives could attend? They would even let me into the reception hall. Smart move on their part, I'd say. I got upset and started wandering around the airship. Is he blowing that plastic ball up? That must be when I dropped my business card wallet. So somebody else must have found it and brought it to the reception hall then. But you know what? I saw something incredible when I was on that flying chapel. Like? Get a load of this. What is that? Well, what the heck is this? So it's like a, you do this. Is this a room? Some kind of room? Have you seen this room? Huh? What a man was this? Isn't it obvious? It's a drawing. I sketched a picture of one of the cabins on the airship. So what's so incredible about a cabin? Look at what was outside the window. What is that? It's one of those flying dinosaurs. A real life pterodactyl. No way, laddie. You must have drank something. I looked out the cabin window and there it was, just flying out there. The airship traveled through time, I tell you. Larry, please, stop saying bullshit. What do you mean the airship traveled through time? What? What? When I told that priest butler guy about it, he told me to never mention it to anybody ever again. But why would he try to keep you from spouting what is clearly just nonsense? Maybe Sprocket Aviation is secretly developing a time machine. No way. Nick, this case is totally amazing. Larry, you didn't tell Mr. Ashwood about this, did you? Of course not. AJ would just roll his eyes and think I was off my rocker. Yeah, he would. I didn't even tell him I was wandering around in the airship. I told him I went to meet Ellie at the mooring dock and we ran away together. Yeah, Mr. Ashwood's eyes rolling right off his head when he heard about this. So Larry also experienced a time slip somehow. But how is that possible? And Nick, I'll be taking my card waters back now, if you don't mind. Oh yeah, this is for you. What is it? It's a picture of the hold. I took it when I was wandering around the airship. Are you really even allowed to take pictures? That's Alan taking notes of something. See, that's Ellie right there in the middle. Um, the hold? Yeah, see? It's right here in the diagram. Over there. Okay, so now I know where the hold is, but what was Alan doing there? Well, they were using it as a prepping area for the reception. I see. And around when did you take this? Before the reception. And it took a while Ellie was getting everything ready. So this was taken before the incident occurred. I don't know if it'll be of any help, but thanks for this anyway. Whatever hold. By the way, Lanny, I heard that the door to the hold is controlled by a security system. So how did you get in there? But that's right, secret. Can't tell ya. And the hits just keep on coming. Well, I guess that's basically a wrap on the investigation. Not quite, Nick. I want to meet Alan too. Oh, that's right. You haven't met her yet, have you? Okay, let's head over to the detention center then, so you can say hi. Let's take a look at this photo. Is there something strange in this picture? The symbols are there, and ways of preparing the foods. No, why? Please understand that this is in Massasorin's best interest. Sounds like Alan's busy talking with someone. Wait. The next president cannot be married to a criminal. It would disgrace Sprocket Aviation. Miss Allen, I need you to forget about this marriage. Pardon us. If it isn't Mr. Right. So, the marriage is definitely off? There is no other choice. We cannot have a criminal in the family. For the sake of Mr. Soren and the Sprocket family, this is what is best. No. In that case, what if Nick here proved Alan's innocence? Then you wouldn't have a criminal in the family, right? I suppose you're right, but I am afraid that would be impossible. That's not true, not for Nick. I've done the impossible many times, okay? He may look like a nobody, but he can do some pretty amazing things. I don't take cases on lightly, so rest assured, I will prove her innocence. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I understand your name is quite well known in the judicial world, for better or for worse. Pierce, I want you to promise me this. If I can prove Alan's innocence, then you won't stand in the way of Southern and Alan's marriage. Very well. But not even the most talented lawyer in the world can change reality itself. And the reality is, Miss Allen is guilty beyond a shadow of a doubt. I believe that's where you're wrong, Pierce. I'm clean. That's what I am. You don't need to clean the window. Obsessively, compulsively clean. She says clean is pure. Is this pure white dress? Fine. You have my word. But you will be the one to regret this promise. Now, if you will excuse me. Now I have all the more reason to win this case. Alan, we finished our investigation, and we'd like to talk with you about what we found. Okay, so what did you find out? Investigation results. In the course of our investigation, we heard that you had been seen standing in front of the victim with the murder weapon in your hands. It wasn't what it looked like. It's true I was holding the murder weapon. But when I found him, he was already dead. I panicked. And I was hoping I could go back in time again, like I had done earlier. So I picked up the timekeeper from the pedestal and brought it over without thinking. You were so desperate, you were ready to try anything, huh? Unfortunately, that sort of behavior makes you an easy target for the prosecution. No. And as for your little trip through time, none of your in-laws could confirm your story, I'm afraid. I see. She's cooking. The only exception is Larry. He said he saw something. Really? What did he see? Really discussing this? Comes Robin. Can't say I quite believe it myself, but Larry claims he saw something incredible. He claims he saw a pterodactyl flying outside the airship. Well, what? The fan fell. Not only that, but apparently Pierce Nicody told Larry to keep quiet about it. Yeah, that's strange. I mean, if what Larry said was not true or was just bullshit, there's no need to tell Larry to keep quiet about it, right? But why would Pierce do such a thing? Larry's theory is that Sprocket Aviation is developing something in secret. A time machine, to be exact. Do you think Do you think that's why nobody would confirm my story? Because it's a secret? I really don't know. She gets adding salt to whatever it is she's cooking. It's gonna be so salty. But speaking of your in-laws, we did manage to find your key card at Sprocket Manor. One of your in-laws said he'd keep an eye on it for you. Oh, thank goodness! I lost it when I was getting ready for the reception. I looked everywhere for it. I'm so glad you found it! She's crying. At least there are tears of joy this time, for a change. Well, Nick... It looks like you'll have to prove the existence of time travel in court tomorrow. That's right. I swear that while Mr. Groomsbury was being killed, I was busy traveling back through time. Great. We'll start Chief Skeptic Edgeworth at the helm for the prosecution tomorrow. We're really gonna have our work cut out for us. So we'll continue with it. Alright, let's continue next chapter a little bit. It's gonna be a short case, huh? Like the investigation isn't that long. At least in day 1. September 22nd. Good morning, Mr. Wright. Good morning, Alan. I see you're still wearing your wedding gown. And I will continue to wear it until our marriage is safe. Oh, Susarin! What? Is he here? Do you think you came to see how she is holding up? Sorry, my love. You came all the way to the courthouse just to see me? Oh, sorry, I don't know what to say. Blueprints. Huh? The engine blueprints. I can't find them. Do you know where they are? Oh, they're in your room. Third shelf on the bottom on the right hand side. How did you know that, huh? You're not even married yet. In his room, third shelf from the bottom on the right hand side. Oh, I see. And he laughed. He's leaving already? Don't tell me he came just to ask about some stupid blueprints. Is he really that cold of a person? Or is that just how he comes off? I wonder. Oh, what about me, Soren? Oh, he's back. Alan. He's back. Come home soon. I'm lost without you. Sorry. That is probably the best way you can say that he cares about her. He's just so cool. Later. Looks like showing your vulnerabilities is the fastest way to capturing a woman's heart. You should take notes on this, Nick. Please leave me out of this. Anyway, it looks like Soren isn't big on the words. but it's clear that he cares about Alan. Knowing that, I naturally feel kind of relieved. The makeup is broken. Mr. Wright, I just absolutely can't be found guilty. You hear? Don't worry. I'm going to do everything I can to prove your innocence. Thank you, Mr. Wright. The trial is about to start, sir. Edgeworth. Knowing him, he's not going to yield an inch. So I'm just gonna fight with everything I've got and save Alan. September 22nd, 9 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 6. Court is now in session for the trial of Alan Wyatt. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. You're not wearing your glasses today, Edgeworth? Huh? Seeing so many familiar faces gathered together like this. Judge, why are you not retired yet? How long have you been a judge? How long have you been in the series? I'm surprised you're not retired yet. I feel as though I'm at Grand Reunion. Yeah, you should be retired in Grams. I mean, how many years has it been since you first started in the game, huh? Why are you still judging? It makes me want to go out for dinner and a drink and reminisce with all of you. Oh, that sounds like a great idea. I was dying for a real burger the whole time I was away. You can make it a welcome back party for Maya. How about it, Edgeworth? I have no intention of cavorting with my enemies. Now then, Your Honor, let us start this trial at once. Oh ho, still not one for a light-hearted banter, are you, Mr. Edgeworth? Jokes and good humor are beyond worthless in the court of law. Guess we'll just have to have the party without him then. However, word after the conclusion of this trial, I may consider joining you for your little welcome back party. I certainly wouldn't mind an invite at the very least. Is as emotionally constipated as ever. Let's see. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please go over the details of this case for us. The victim was Juma Groomsbury, a servant in the Sparket household. A servant? He was in attendance at the wedding reception that occurred from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Mr. Groomsbury apparently felt some animosity toward Alan Wyatt, and so, but a bit after the reception ended at 10 p.m., he assaulted Miss Wyatt with the intent to kill her. The defendant fought back and ended up killing Mr. Groomsbury. In other words, it was justified self-defense, correct? If that's the case, then the defendant might not be criminally responsible. It's right. Worst case scenario, I could go for self-defense to avoid the criminal charge. I wonder how Edgeworth plans to counter that though. The prosecution's first witness will make my view on the matter clear, Your Honor. Very well. Bailiff, please bring in the first witness. Who's she? Emma. Please state your name and occupation, witness. Emma Sky, forensic investigator. Finally, she said. And I just have to say, sir, that being in the same courtroom as you is a great honor. Hmm? Oh, that's right. You're a fan of Edgeworth, aren't you, Emma? We're good friends and all, Mr. Wright. But just this once, I intend to faithfully and fully testify for the prosecution. Emma! You traitor! I thought we were friends! And I do mean that wholeheartedly. I expect no less from you. Yes, sir. I'm going to do my very best. Looks like you lost the popularity contest to Mr. Ashworth, Nick. Nah, I could really care less. Besides, she'll see who's the better lawyer once I win this trial. Yeah, maybe then you'll actually really care less. Now, Detective Sky, if you please. Witness testimony. The murder weapon was a clock called the timekeeper. The victim was hit with it from behind and he fell over right into the lantern. Wait, do we have an autopsy report? No, we don't. Where's the autopsy report? Hang on, I need to go to the bathroom a bit. Uh, yeah. The defendant was spotted then, standing in front of the body, holding the murder weapon. The victim was struck twice, by the way. Twice? Why didn't you say so? That was important. He was struck twice? That's right. There's no mistake about it. The first blow was to the back of the victim's head. It was hard enough to knock him unconscious. Yet, despite the fact that he had been immobilized by the first blow, the defendant delivered a second fatal blow to the side of the victim's head. So it's different area of the head, huh? Which means what exactly? He's etching in 3D. I figured it would go right over your head. Let's put it this way. By striking the victim a second time, the defendant killed her last chance to escape from any criminal wrongdoing. She did, but how, Mr. Edgeworth? The defendant may have been fighting back because she was being attacked. However, she then went on to deliver a fatal blow to a man who was already fully unconscious. Nick, is he saying what I think he is? I don't feel so well. And thus, Mr. Wright has justified self-defense been removed from the table. Oh my god! I know it's not gonna be easy with him. The prosecution intends to prove that the defendant killed the victim with murderous intent. Allow me to belatedly submit the victim's autopsy report. Ah! So that's why he was acting all smug. Well, more smug than usual. It's fine, right? It's not like we're going to plead self-defense anyway, right? Right, but now the judge has a negative impression of Alan. He may not get to prosecute much anymore, but he definitely hasn't lost his touch. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Let me take a look at this autopsy report first. Bloomsbury head shows signs of being hit twice. The timekeeper is being used as the murder weapon. Do you mean for this for both attacks, only for the last one, huh? Time of death. Why is the time of death between 2 p.m. and 1 a.m.? That's 3 hours gap. Oh my god. A lot can happen. Cause of death, cerebral hemorrhage from a strong blow to the head. One contusion was found on the back of the head and one on the side. The blows were caused by the same weapon. Alright, it's caused by the same weapon. But still, why is the time of death between 10 p.m. and 1 a.m.? 3 hours gap. Cross-examination. Just pass it first. Are you completely sure the murder weapon was the timekeeper? Yes, completely. The shape of the injury on the victim's head matches up with that of the timekeeper. And it's definitely heavy enough to kill someone with. What is the content of that thing? No? I thought that thing is like a bit empty in the inside, but apparently not. What would the defendant have been able to pick up and swing something so heavy? Exactly. I tried it myself and I was able to lift it up just fine. Maybe you're just freakishly strong. Excuse me, Mr. Wright? I'll have you know that people on the force know me as a dainty forensic investigator. Dainty. I said, sorry, but really you're hardly a delicate flower. It's alright. This is a code of law. Save your antics for after the trial, if you know how. Yes, sir. It won't happen again, sir. Huh. Moving on. So everything was the defendant was fighting back against the victim, right? If so, wouldn't she have hit him from the front and not from behind? Hey, that's a pretty good observation, right? The victim was attempting to run once Miss Wyatt started fighting back. What? That's probably when he got hit from behind. I see. That's the blow to the back of his head. The defendant must have looked awfully scary when she was brandishing that club. I don't think she would be that scary. I mean, she's like just a young woman. I don't know about that. Regardless of how scary Alan looked, the victim was definitely hit from behind. May I go on? Yes, of course. Please do. Standing from the body holding the... But that's only because she was so panicked when you found the body. And she tried to use the timekeeper to go back in time. Mr. Wright, do you have any idea how absurd you sound? But Miss Wyatt really believed she could travel through time with that clock. You really should have come up with a more credible story, you know. Yes, I agree. Me three, but that's all I've got to go on. Anyway, under the circumstances, the only conclusion we can draw is that the defendant killed the victim. So twice. Miss Wyatt must have had a chance to escape until she struck the victim the first time. So why would she stick around and hit him with such a heavy object again? Well, about that, allow me to explain. Why did she strike him again? Indeed, to finish off the victim, of course. This very act clearly shows that she had every intention of killing Mr. Groomsbury. But Miss Wyatt would never do a thing like that. Then, let's see some evidence that disproves my theory. Are you going to just stand there and take that from him, Nick? I can't refute this claim head on, so I have to approach it from a different angle. Well, it looks like we won't be going anywhere until we can refute Edgeworth's claim. This is so exciting. We haven't taken on Mr. Edgeworth in ages. Yeah. Okay, Nick. Now go get him. No need to rush me, Maya. Alright, better start by comparing Emma's testimony with the evidence we have. And look for any glaring inconsistencies. Flying Chapel, good preparation. Leaders Kotang Keeper. I cannot examine this. Oh, this one I can examine. There's blood on his hand and nobody say anything about it, huh? And there's literal blood on his hand. And she didn't say anything about it. Send her over from the big stud deck. The victim was hit from behind. Was there any sign of violence? Like any blood on this timekeeper or something? You don't see anything that says that this thing has blood on it. If I never spotted then, standing in the front with a shot twice. She only said 4 sentences. Hang on, whatever, clock or timekeeper. Fell over right into the lantern. The fellow spotted then, standing in front of the body, holding the murder weapon. Shot twice. It says the blows were caused by the same weapon. A shadow figure hit Groomsbury from behind. Timekeeper. The victim's body was found collapsed inside one of the Pecapos lanterns. Scattered around his body were flower petals. A note in the broken parts of the lantern. The petals were from flowers not found inside the reception hall. Here's inside the paper. He fell over right into the lantern. What did she say about this part? The victim was definitely hit from behind. It's a clock with a secret mechanism. What's a secret mechanism? She's gonna be hit twice. Thank you. Can't be this one. Where's the timekeeper though? I don't see the timekeeper. I thought the timekeeper should be right next to the wedding table. I don't see the timekeeper anywhere. Not in any of these photos. Comparing Emma's testimony with the evidence we have. One at a time. Clock called the timekeeper. It is the timekeeper. Unless we have an evidence saying that the murder weapon is something else. But it's not bloody though. There's no blood on the timekeeper. Found that over. Found that this one. So the figure hit Gloomsbury from behind. Wait, if this note says that Gloomsbury was attacked from behind, then it's actually correct. He fell over into the lantern. It doesn't like he fell from behind though. Let's try this one. Oh yeah, it's this one. Did I sky? I'm afraid I have to apologize in advance. For what? For embarrassing you in front of your idol. What do you mean? If you take a look at this photo of the crime scene, you'll see that the victim is lying on his back. But if the victim had been hit from behind as he claimed, then he should have fallen over into the lantern face down. Ah! It's not enough to simply take someone's side, Detective Sky, even if it's Mr. Edgeworth. Oh. There does appear to be a flaw in Detective Sky's testimony. Mr. Wright, if you think I'm going to just back right down, then you're sadly mistaken. Emma is unusually fired up today. Don't forget, she's in front of her hero, Nick. I heard her hero too. Has she forgotten what I did for her in that trial, like a long time ago? Why is it only Edgeworth? If the Silk Samurai came to watch his trial, I want to do my absolute best too. Listen, Mr. Wright. It's entirely possible that the defendant moved the victim's body after he fell over. In that case, there wouldn't be any contradiction, right? Indeed, that was an excellent counter-argument, Detective. You can count on me, sir. So, what do you have to say to that, Mr. Wright? This part of it is what is moving to be found to the lantern. Found collection of the couple's lanterns. Is it possible? Column 7 of the government is scattered with flower petals and note in broken parts of the lantern. I don't think it's possible. Like, how are you gonna rearrange him in his place this small? It's not possible. Sorry, detective, but there's no way the victim's body was moved after his death. Oh, really? And what makes you so sure? Well, look at this here. It should become obvious. I have to point it out. I have to point it out. Which part? Is it the door? Is it the flower? What kind of petal is this anyway? What proves that the victim's body has not been moved? Is it the blood on his hand? Or this? Oh, I'm guessing it's one of the petals here. The lamp is not the lamp. Or maybe this. What proves that the victim's body had not been moved? I think the petals. Yeah, the petals is still on his body, so it's clear that he's not moved after we found him. What is that you're pointing at, Mr. Wright? Oh, I'm wrong. Hang on, let me say that first. Oh, this right here. What you're trying to communicate is not obvious at all, Mr. Wright. But this penalty should make my feelings on the matter pretty obvious, even for you. Yes, bentar. Oh, look at this here. Is it this one? Well, look at what? I thought it's a petal. Or maybe this petal. Or this petal. We have 3 petals. Maybe this one, the big hole over here. It's not that. It's not the big hole. But look at this here. It should become obvious. No, wait. What is pointing out? Is it this one? Those broken pieces of the lantern? Yeah, okay. That's what I mean. Let's load the game. So I was kind of right. But I was pointing to the petals instead of the broken bits. Because the petal was on top of his body, right? So I thought, hey, if he was moved, then we won't find the petal on top of his body anymore, right? So it's like the same kind of logic, but different object. With those broken bits of the lantern? Yes, if the body had been moved after the fact, these fragments would have fallen off of it. But, as you can clearly see, they are lying perfectly undisturbed on top of the body. It means that the victim must have been lying face up from before the lantern even broke. You're right! But wait a minute, if that's true, then when was the victim killed? I mean, the lantern was still whole during the reception, right? You're right. Right. Which means we just overturned a major assumption about this case. If the victim was already dead before the lantern was even broken, then the body must have been inside the lantern since before the reception started. In other words, the defense asserts that the victim was killed before the wedding reception. What? In short, when Miss Wyatt was seen standing in front of the body after the reception, it wasn't the moment just after the murder was committed. It was the moment she happened to discover the body, just as Miss Wyatt claims. Ah. Huh. Whether the act was committed before or after the reception is entirely inconsequential. After all, it was the defendant who prepared the reception hall for the event in question. Therefore, when the murder occurred, changes in nothing with regard to her guilt. She could have killed the victim before the reception as she claimed, and then tried to hide his body in the lantern after the event ended. Sorry, but that doesn't make any sense. I mean, where would the body have been hidden during the reception in your scenario? That's... Even you have to admit, Mr. Edgeworth, that this has opened up a new possibility. Do explain, Mr. Wright. Well, if Miss Wyatt didn't commit the crime in the reception hall, then that means someone, somewhere, put the victim's body into the lantern. I suppose that makes sense. A dead body couldn't have put itself in there. Exactly, Your Honor. In other words, if the murder actually occurred before the reception, it opens up the possibility that it was killed somewhere else. The defendant didn't do it, he was killed some other way. So the defendant didn't do it. The defendant didn't commit this murder. Oh, for heaven's sake. Even if the murder was committed before the reception, that alone doesn't raise the suspicion against the defendant. It seems that was too ridiculous of a leap backwards for Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Wright. I suggest you look before you leap and think before you speak. Oh my god! I guess I gotta help myself on that one. That was a trick question. I mean, that was a trap. So he was killed somewhere else. If the body was hidden inside the lantern, then it's possible that the body was moved along with it from somewhere else. Oh, you're right. You can run that mouth of yours all you want. But do you have any evidence to support what's coming out of it, Mr. Wright? Of course I do. I think the answer lies in that piece of evidence, and in something that was left at the crime scene that will point us to where the victim was really killed. Well, Mr. Wright, in that case, what proves that the lantern and the body was moving somewhere else? What? The flower is the cargo hold. This proves that the murder took place somewhere other than the reception hall. What do you mean? You see the flowers? Can you see the flowers? Judge, don't you see the flower in the... Oh, maybe The matter of the flower is not important yet. It's 12:22, 12:27. Someone somewhere put the victim's body into the lantern. Come on, skip faster. He was killed somewhere else. Oh, you're right. Do you have any evidence to support what's coming out of it, Mr. Wright? In that piece of evidence, and in something that was left at the crime scene, that will point us to where the victim was really killed. Flowers not fine inside there's something. It's the petal. It is the petal. What do you mean it's not the petal? Come on. It is the petal. What do you mean it's not this? What? Something else that would be easier for the judge to understand. What do you mean it's not the petal? Oh, maybe I have to point these out first. The petals from flowers not found inside the reception hall. Maybe I have to do this first. Yeah, I have to do this first. The photo of the victim again? Yes. I like the code to focus on this thing right here. Look at the petal. Petal. Flower petals, Mr. Wright? Okay, I'm jumping too far ahead. These petals are from a kind of flower that were not present in the reception hall. This means they wasn't gotten into the lantern when it was somewhere else. And just where do you propose this somewhere else to be, Mr. Wright? I propose that this piece of evidence will tell us where the flower. Oh, okay, now I'm using this. Let's take a look at the flowers in this picture of the whole. Notice how the petals are the same shape as the petals in the crime scene photo? Yes, I see. They do look to be from the same kind of flower. Is that really all you've got? A flower is a flower is a flower. They're all the same. I would hardly call what you presented compelling evidence. I'm afraid I couldn't disagree with you more, Mr. Edgeworth. What? We just disagree. I gave a flower of this type to my lovely wife once when we were young. So I can assure you that this is very meaningful and compelling evidence indeed. The soundness of my judgment in this matter is backed by nothing less than pure love. You go, Judge. But, Your Honor, let it go, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear you don't know much about flowers. It's not like you have anyone you actually give any to after all. Oh, damn, Phoenix, you're burning. You're burning him. Oh my god. Rare footage of Phoenix roasting Edgeworth. But maybe you should study up on them, just in case the opportunity presents itself. Wow! This from the man who only knows the names of 3 types of flowers. That's how the elephant in the case of the hand. The defense asserts that it is highly probable that the victim was killed in the hold, and the body was then placed in the lantern and moved to the reception hall for some reason. It will completely destroy the prosecution's case. Then you mean the body was? Yes, the victim's body was inside the lantern during the entire beautiful wedding reception, while the defendant and her betrothed were celebrating their love. What? Tis. Huh. Your smooth talk might work on his honor, but it won't work on me. What are you talking about now? Take another look at all of the evidence and you'll soon see what I mean. Hang on. I really need to end the game because I'm hungry and I need to eat my lunch, so I have to save the game and end my stream. I was on a roll. Thank you, Edgeworth, for stopping the hype. Anyway, can I let somebody?